Audible Inc. presents The Anger Trap. Free yourself from the frustrations that sabotage your life. Written by Les Carter and Frank Minirth. Narrated by Kirby Heybourne.
Introduction. It is not uncommon for people to ask why I write and teach about the subject of anger. I wish I could reply that my sole reason is to bring enlightenment to people who, unlike me, have had ongoing problems with anger. Actually, I do hope to inspire others to learn how to be most effective in managing this emotion, but I must confess that my interest in the subject has personal roots as well. I recall as a boy how extended family members seemed to remain stuck in a predictable pattern of agitation, bitterness, or contentiousness. Likewise, in my own family of origin, frustration and annoyance seemed to hang on, at times longer than necessary. I can remember being afraid to go to the homes of certain friends because of a dad or brother who was chronically mean. In my own adult life, I have proved capable of responding to frustration in a sour or brash manner, and I have been on the receiving end of the same. Never have I experienced an extended period of time of such peace that there was not someone somewhere in my world capable of mishandling anger. Being a curious person, I have been unable to let all these observations and experiences of anger pass without looking into the why of this emotion's existence. Beginning in my 20s, my quest was to develop as thorough an understanding of the emotion of anger as possible. I am 5 decades deep into life now, and I have found that examining anger can open a wide door leading to discovery of all sorts of interesting dimensions of the personality. For instance, exploration of anger can lead to discovery about hidden insecurity, fear, misassumption about control, the role of spiritual strength, raw selfishness, and myths that have been accepted as truth. It can prompt us to look deeply into our methods of communication, and it can challenge us to ponder the roles of love, respect, understanding, and forgiveness. There is a distinct difference between those who are able to find success in taming their anger and those who remain stuck in its clutches. Those trapped by their own anger persistently attempt to force others to meet their demands before they can find peace, whereas those who find release from anger do not. Finding victory over the ravages of anger is contingent upon a powerful willingness to peer into one's own personality, asking such questions as, why do I feel as I do? What do my angry responses say about my most basic guiding beliefs? Where does the ability to change come from? What adjustments could I make even if my entire world remains as it is? As you read The Anger Trap, do so with the willingness to confront yourself. In the pages that follow, you are challenged to delineate healthy forms of anger from the unhealthy. You are encouraged to examine carefully some of the most prominent features that keep you imprisoned by the forms of anger that perpetuate pain. And you will be inspired to contemplate how to develop higher priorities that will dissuade you from returning to wearisome behavioral patterns. Know that I do not write as a lecturing professor who likes to pontificate about the latest theories on anger development. Rather, I am a fellow sojourner who has looked carefully into my own soul and into the souls of many who have entrusted me with personal revelation. The concepts and ideas expressed in these pages are my own reflections, born out of 3 decades of exploration in the subject. Part 1. Understanding the Nature of Anger. Chapter 1. The Cry Behind the Anger. Through the years, as I have counseled with hundreds of people trying to make sense of their anger, I have learned one thing. There is always something more that feeds the anger than what is observed on the surface. Angry people may appear strong, willful, or certain, but be assured
Sample complete. Ready to continue?